My name is Rafferty Pendery and this is my channel. Why am I creating a YouTube channel? In order to answer that, I'll have to fill you in on a story about my life. About 12 years ago, I started a business so that I could build a big business. For me, I wanted to rule the world. Small think was not my problem. What I noticed was that each year I grew, but it required more and more hours of the day. It got to a point where I was working 20 hours a day, every day, and I was broke. That is an awful combination. Like, it was so bad, I used to bring my computer when I would go on dates. Sometimes my computer was on the table during the date, which is definitely not recommended. But I was stuck. I felt like it was so hard, life was tough, and I was just doing the grind. You know, I was hustling, I was investing in my business. But it wasn't the reality, that wasn't the full truth. Because in reality, I was working lots of hours, not accomplishing my goals, not getting where I wanted. So I had to change something. It even got to a point where I saw a doctor and he said I had high blood pressure. At the age of 25, I had gained over 100 pounds. I was eating dessert for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It was just really an awful combination. You would think at least I would have worked out. If I'm working 20 hours a day, I would have at least figured out how to make money while doing it, which I didn't. So for me, it was really about a turning point, a change in my life after that. I knew I had to start working on my business rather than in my business. I knew I needed to change my game so that my company wasn't dependent upon just the number of hours that I put into the company. So I started really focusing on building an organization, building a team underneath me. And because of that, I was able to grow my company more than 20 times. I have an entire management team in place who runs the day-to-day operations of the company. I was able to travel the world with my wife, able to donate more than $1 million to charity. We've been able to accomplish our goals, have the exact house we want in the exact location we want. I'm a member of the Explorers Club. I've been able to work with incredible organizations like NASA and the Canadian Space Agency. I'm living the life that I want. It is the life that I love. I now get to travel the world speaking to business owners to help them implement process, implement organization, build teams, generate sales organizations in a way that allows them to free them up from the day-to-day operations of the business. No business owner on earth ever started the company so that they could do all the work themselves. Like, it just doesn't happen. What I go over on my channel, it's stuff that's generally not taught in school. These things are things that I figured out the hard way. I learned a lot of lessons. I want to share that with you. You know, I'm very passionate about this. I'm very passionate about helping business owners. This is what I love to do. So to bring it back to the beginning of the story, why am I starting this channel? I'm starting this channel because I don't pretend to have everything figured out, but I have learned a lot, and I have learned things by doing it the wrong way, and I've learned things by doing it the right way, and I really want to share that adventure with you. I want to help you be more successful, help you achieve your goals, and it's really a passion of mine. So come share the journey with me. Welcome to my channel.